You sit down to work, you open your laptop, you clear your desk, you tell yourself, this time I'm going to focus. And then it happens. You check your phone, you open a tab, you remember something you forgot, you reread the same sentence 3 times, you drift, you come back, you drift again. An hour passes, nothing meaningful gets done, and you feel mentally exhausted, like you worked hard but produced nothing. Most people think this is a willpower problem. It's not, it's a design problem, and the harder you try to focus, the worse it gets. Let me show you why. If you've tried to fix your focus, you've probably done all the right things. You've tried turning off notifications, putting your phone on silent, using focus apps, listening to music, drinking more coffee, telling yourself to lock in. And sometimes it works for a day, maybe two, but eventually you're back to the same place, distracted, scattered, frustrated, and blaming yourself. Here's the part nobody explains. Focus is not something you do. It's something that happens when friction is removed. If you have to fight for focus, you've already lost. Most people are trying to focus inside a system that is designed to interrupt them. Your phone is built to pull you. Your apps are built to notify you. Your inbox is built to refresh. Your brain is built to respond to novelty. So when you sit down and say, I need to focus, you're asking your brain to do something unnatural, ignore stimulation that it's wired to react to. That's why focus feels exhausting. You're not concentrating, you're resisting, and resistance burns energy fast. That's the trap. People think focus is about strength. It's not. It's about environmental control. If your environment is noisy, your mind will be noisy. If your environment is reactive, your mind will be reactive. You can't out-discipline a bad environment, and the more you try, the more drained you become. Here's the shift that changes everything. Focus is a byproduct of protection, not effort. When focus is protected, it appears naturally. When it's not, you'll fight all day and lose anyway. So instead of asking, how do I focus better? You ask, what is stealing my focus and how do I remove it? That's a completely different game. Let me make this concrete. Most people try to work with their phone nearby, on the desk, in their pocket, face down, silent. They think that's control. It's not. Every time your brain sees the phone, it registers possibility, messages, updates, entertainment, escape. Even if you don't touch it, part of your attention is now gone. That's not a character flaw, that's biology. So the rule isn't don't check your phone. The rule is remove the phone from the room. Same device, same willpower, different environment, completely different focus. That's the pattern. Focus improves when access is restricted, not when discipline is increased. Here's how you build focus that actually holds. 1. Separate creation from consumption. Most people try to do both at the same time. They write while checking messages, they think while scrolling, they work while reacting. That's not multitasking, that's fragmentation. You need clear zones. Creation equals no inputs, consumption equals allowed inputs. When these are mixed, focus collapses. So you decide, when I create, nothing enters. No messages, no notifications, no new information, just output. This one rule alone doubles focus for most people. Install focus windows, not focus intentions. Saying I'll focus now doesn't work. It's too vague, too negotiable, too fragile. Instead, install focus windows. Fixed times where the rules are already set. For example, 9 TAs at 10:30, deep work. Phone in another room, tabs closed, no switching tasks. When the window starts, you don't decide, you enter. When it ends, you stop. No guilt, no pushing. Focus becomes contained, not forced. Reduce task switching to 0 inside the window. Every time you switch tasks, your brain pays a tax. It takes minutes to return to depth, and most people switch dozens of times an hour. So inside a focus window, you work on one thing only, one document, one task, one outcome. If something else comes up, you write it down for later. You don't act on it. This protects the depth. Lower the focus standard. This sounds backward, but it's critical. People think focus means no drifting, no resistance, perfect attention. That's not focus, that's fantasy. Real focus includes drift. The difference is how fast you return. So the standard isn't never drift. The standard is return without judgment. When you remove self-criticism, focus stabilizes. When you add it, focus collapses. When you design focus this way, something surprising happens. You stop feeling scattered. You stop feeling tired. You stop feeling like you need motivation to start because you're not fighting anymore. The environment is doing the work. And this is the pattern across everything you're trying to fix. Consistency fails when systems are fragile, execution fails when decisions are repeated, focus fails when environments are reactive. None of this is a personal failure, it's structural, and structure is fixable. This is why the consistency reset comes first, before focus, before discipline, before momentum. It teaches you how to remove negotiation, install minimums, eliminate repeating decisions, build structures that survive bad days, protect attention before it collapses. Once those are installed, focus becomes easy, not because you're stronger, because the system is stronger. If you want to stop fighting your attention and start protecting it, start there. Consistency reset. Link is in the bio.